Today we're going to talk to you about a problem-solving meeting. My name is Michelle.
My name is Sarah.
I'm Angela.
I'm Caroline.
And I'm Maria.
First off, when to hold a meeting. A meeting should be called when you can answer yes to the following questions. Is the job beyond the capacity of one person? Are the tasks of individuals interdependent? Is there more than one decision or solution? And are misunderstanding or reservations likely?
Setting an agenda for the meeting. A good agenda contains the following kinds of information, including time, length, and location of the meeting. It's important to have the starting time so that everyone's on the right page. In the Harvard Management Communication Letter of March 2001, it even mentions creating an agenda and distributing it in advance so that people have a chance to prepare their contributions, and it also suggests setting time limits on each topic on the agenda. The length needs to be announced so that everyone is aware of how long the meeting should take place. And the location also needs to be announced so that nobody shows up late or possibly not at all. Be sure to list in the agenda who will be participating so everyone expects their attendance. For more problem-solving meetings, smaller groups are preferable. For informational meetings, a larger group may be acceptable. A clear list of not only topics but the goals for the meeting will result in better informed members and more productive, satisfying meetings. The best goals are result-oriented, specific, and realistic. All participants need to be clear on the meeting's key points, decisions made, action steps, responsibilities, and time frames. The best meetings quite obviously flow smoother and are also more productive when people have completed all their necessary advance work, such as reading articles, conducting research, locating charts or figures, coming up with reports. Background information is a good aspect of an agenda to include if, for example, people in a group forget anything from the previous meeting and need a refresher, or to inform them of any new detailed information. Conducting the meeting. The meeting that you're about to see is an example of an improperly conducted meeting.
Hey guys, so what are we going to do today?
Are we going to be talking about the new product line? I thought we were talking about the new image we are designing.
I don't know, but we need to talk about both.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I had to take my dog to the vet because he got sick, and we ended up having to put my dog down. But the vet was really hot, and I got his number, and we're going out on a date soon.
Really okay, well that's great, but I really don't care.
Well, we really need to start on this. We should start thinking of a new mascot for Budweiser.
I was thinking poodle because it would attract more like female consumers.
But that would scare away all of our male clients. Why don't we do a lion? What do you think, Mariel? Maybe a cockroach?
Weird.
Alright, so we all have different ideas. So how about we just go with Flamingo? Sorry, I need to take a call.
Wow, this is going nowhere. Flamingo is a stupid mascot idea. And when are we going to start talking about this product line?
Yeah, we really need to discuss that. Actually, I did some research, but I forgot to bring the handouts I printed off.
You need to be more on top of things.
So what are we doing? What are we talking about? We're talking about the new product line. Well, what about the mascot? Did you guys decide?
No, we didn't. Apparently no one can focus.
Actually, Angela is right. I am trying to get us going on this project.
Doesn't seem like it.
I'm not dealing with this. Marielle, so who are you talking to, a new guy? Well, yeah, that is Ariane. He's taking me out for dinner tonight. Oh.
Alright, well, love is blossoming, but our project is sucking.
Yeah, we only have another hour before tomorrow's presentation to the clients. Do we at least have the budget of this campaign so they have an idea?
Nope.
Actually, I think I was supposed to take care of that. I'm sorry. I gotta go, you guys. I gotta pick up my mom. Hope you guys have a nice meeting.
This is such a waste of time.
Well, I guess I'll figure out something to tell the clients tomorrow. Okay, bye.
Okay, so you just saw how you don't want to conduct a meeting. Now we will talk about a good meeting. Okay, first off, how to begin a good meeting. The way a meeting starts off is more important than you might think. An effective start of the meeting makes it likely that the rest of the meeting will be effective as well. In an article in the Journal of Business Communication of January 2009, researchers Asmus and Svenevik state that in meetings there is a specific way of talking to each other that you won't find outside meetings. Examples of such meeting talk are the remarks of the chair of the group at the beginning of the meeting. What should a chair exactly say at the beginning of the meeting to make it successful? A good meeting, at the beginning of a good meeting, the first few remarks should cover the following points. First, the chair should identify the goals of the meeting. These are also listed in the agenda, but mentioning them again is a good reminder and will help to focus the discussion. Second, the chair should provide the necessary background information. This way, he can make sure that everyone has the same picture of the subject discussed. In general, providing background information helps to prevent misunderstandings and makes meetings more effective. The chair should also show how the group can help. There are contributions that members can make. Some are for specific people, like taking notes or sharing research outcomes, and other contributions can be made by everyone, like suggesting ideas, participating in brainstorming, and asking questions. The chair should also preview the meeting, in other words, outline how the meeting will go. This will help the group to stay on track. The chair could say something like, we will begin by hearing research reports from George and Jane. Together we will brainstorm for new ideas. After that we will select an idea by voting. And finally we will divide the tasks for implementation. Finally, the chair should identify time constraints and clarify how much time is available. This will help to prevent time wasting. In case your chair wouldn't mention all these important points of information, you can still elicit this information by asking the right questions, like how much time do you expect we'll need, what exactly can we do, and which points will we discuss today.
All right, now ways to conduct business. To encourage participation and use the meeting time very effectively, we can do 3 different methods. The first one is the nominal group technique, and we're going to show you this later on in another video. But we have found an article proving that this is just not a theory in a communications book. This actually is used in major organizations. The research capacity development in the National Health Service supports the production for the evidence and decision making in their policies, and they used the nominal group technique recently to conduct research. And the second method that you can do is having members take turns, and this allows everyone to have a turn to speak and gives them a designated time to let their opinions be heard. And a third way is you can use questions, and this will help keep the other members of the group listening and be able to respond. And now, to keep discussions on track, we first can remind the group of the time pressures and acknowledge that the comments have been valued, but we need to start getting along and moving progressively in the meetings. And then second way is summarizing and redirect the discussion. Say what's accomplished and get to the next task that you have to complete. The third way is using relevancy challenges, and this will help keep the group on track by questioning the idea's relevancy pertaining to that project. And then the fourth way is promising to deal with good ideas later, and it might be a good idea, but it might not be needed at that time, so maybe we can suggest using it in later parts of the project.
Keeping a positive tone. As you all well know, it is important to keep a positive tone in order to have meetings run more smoothly. Having a positive tone can even affect our health. In a study done with patients who did not have any treatment done, 64% got better just through positive counseling, whereas 39% did not get well at all without any counseling. And that is by a research study by K.B. Thomas.
When to close a meeting. Before you start a meeting, you want to make sure to designate a time frame in order to close the meeting according to your schedule. Then, another way would be if your group, for whatever reason, is lacking resources to continue, you might want to stop in order to gather the proper materials to continue on another day. Lastly, you might want to stop the meeting when the agenda has been covered. Once everything is said and done, the meeting is done. How to conclude the meeting. You might want to keep someone aware of time and signal when the time is almost up. You can also conclude the meeting by summarizing what everything has been covered in the meeting. And lastly, by thanking the group that's in the meeting.
In order to
conduct a successful follow-up of the meeting, there are 3 steps that you would like to take. The first is building an agenda for the next meeting. Like I've mentioned before, all the important aspects of preparing an agenda, it's good to prepare one for the next meeting. This provides a precise outline of topics of unfinished business that need to be covered. The Harvard Management Communication Letter of March 2001 was quoted saying, "The key is to maintain the momentum and commitment needed to drive home the outcome put in motion during your meeting." Secondly, follow up on other members. You must do this in a polite and respectful manner, just to check on the progress of your group work. Also, thirdly, take care of your own assignments. You have to do the work correctly and on time in order to be an effective member of the group. Now that we've taught you all of these points on how to conduct a meeting, this video will show you an effective and successfully conducted meeting. Thank you all for coming. I really appreciate that everyone had the time. Here are today's agendas for this meeting.
Thank you. Okay. And I just want to double check, how long do we have for this meeting today?
We have a little over an hour to come to a decision. Okay, well, our goal today is to assign a mascot for the new product line of Budweiser, specifically directed to female consumers. Caroline has done some research. Can you please refresh us on the outcomes of the market experiment?
Certainly. We have conducted several quantitative studies at different convenience stores in the past 3 months, and statistics show that men are primary consumers by about 70%. So we really need to appeal to our female consumers.
In order to do this, are we going to use the nominal group technique for the decision process?
That's right. So let's write down all the ideas we have for the new mascot that will appeal to women. So please take the time to write this on paper, and Angela has agreed to lead us through this group technique by counting out the results.
I can write these on the board.
Great, thank you. So after seeing these on the board, does anyone have any questions? Let's just remember that at this point at the non-movement technique, we will only clarify ideas and object them.
Alright, well I just have a question. What exactly is the last one, the aardvark? That is a rare type of anteater. Not very many people know about it, so I thought it would be a good representation of the rareness of how good our drink tastes.
Okay. Are there any more questions about the ideas written here?
I really like the puppy idea. I think it'll relate to women.
I think so too. On the other hand, I think we should also consider that many people may associate puppies with children, and children are not exactly the target group of alcoholic beverages.
I agree with you.
Any more comments before we write the ideas? Alright, well everyone rate each idea from most to least promising in your opinion. Then Angela will count the votes up.
Alright, our winner for the mascot is Dolphin.
Are y'all wanting to use majority rule to keep this as our mascot?
I like it all.
Okay, so the dolphin will be our new mascot to specifically attract women.
Have we stuck to the agenda and covered every aspect we needed to get to today?
I believe we have.
It's been a very successful meeting.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I think we've gotten a lot done as far as this campaign is concerned.
Okay, so now we need to start coming up with an agenda for the next meeting. Yes, so everyone come back with marketing ideas on how to implement the dolphin brand into women's lives.
When is our next meeting?
We're having it Friday at 12 in the Marticello